Oh, it's getting dangerous. It's getting dangerous. We climbing. Oh, it's not dangerous for them or for the draft yet, but it's getting dangerous for me. I started the year with so much hope. Then that hope seemed like it all died. But there was just this little spark of it left. And that spark's starting to grow. It's starting to grow. It's starting to grow because you can put it in the win column. Good guys win 6-3 over the Vegas Golden Knights. And don't look now, but the Flames are 3 points out of a playoff spot. Now, a couple of things. They are still below 500 for now, and they still have several teams to jump. But the Flames have won 10 of their last 15 games, and 7 out of 9 at home. This team found whatever it was it had last year. I don't know why it took them till the second week of November to find it, but they've been a 700 team since November the 9th, and they're digging out of this hole. We're climbing up out of the basement. Not only that, but they were the vastly better team on the night for at least 40 out of the 60 minutes, and built a 5-1 lead, and then let it go into cruise control. The caveat being the Knights are missing some of their key guys, including Jack Eichel. But this is really impressive performance, and it came from the entire lineup. I want to single out one line in particular, and that's the Backlund, Coleman, and Zari line. They made life absolutely miserable for Akira Schmid yesterday. They were going to the net, driving, banging away, just beating their checks, not giving up on rebounds, and it starts right away with Coleman, Backlund, and Zari passing the puck around on a rush. It gets put on net by Zari, and Backlund just jams away at it until it's in. 1-0 Calgary, less than 4 minutes into the game. And then a few minutes later, on another hard-working shift, this time by the fourth line, on a shot by Yan Kuznetsov, who all of a sudden looks like an everyday top 4 defenseman. Adam Klavka tips it in. 2-0. Knights get one back on a breakaway, but they weren't generating much at all. And then the thumbnail for this video gets created. Zari and Lomberg get sprung on a 2-on-0. Zari's at the end of his shift because that Coleman, Backlund, Zari line is changing, lays it off for Lomberg, and all of a sudden he's got sweet scorer's mitts, beats the pants off of Akira Schmid. It's 3-1, and then avenging a hit on Matt Coronado right off the face-off after the goal, Lombo gets into a fight with lows on and goes down right away, but gets back up and starts fighting. Isn't that a microcosm of this Calgary Flames team right now? And it's 3-1 after 1, and they just keep piling it on what's almost a carbon copy of the first goal, middle of the second period. Only this time it's a play started by Mackenzie Weegar, putting it towards the net. And Michael Backlund, finding the fountain of youth at 36 years old, whacking and hacking away. And he scores, and it's 4-1. And then, short-handed, because the penalty kill is all of a sudden the most dangerous in the league. I'm not even exaggerating. We're tied for the most short-handed goals in the league. And we score another one, and it's 5-1. The Knights get one back on a nifty play by Mitch Marner, but we go into the third up 5-2. And the score effects really do kick in the third period of 5-2. And Devin Cooley, still looking like the backup extraordinaire that he's been for the past month, holds the fort, because the Knights do outshoot and outchance the Flames badly in the third. I think the shots in the end were something like 20-5, but the Knights only get one, and it's an incredibly skilled play by Mark Stone on the power play, knocking one in off the back of Cooley, off a bounce off the inboards. This was some incredible hand-eye coordination, but at that point, there's 4 minutes to go, and it's 5-3, and all of a sudden, the Flames can score in bunches and hit empty nets, and Huberdeau gets sprung on a breakaway on an empty net. I have a feeling if this missed, it would have counted anyway, but it does slide slowly right into the middle of the net. It's 6-3. Good guys win. And as I said, we're 3 points below the playoff line. With some caveats, yes, of course. But I did say I think this team will be above 500 after the New Year's Eve game. And they're only 2 games below it right now. Like, this team is red hot right now. They are red hot. And they still have that element where they care about each other that we're seeing in that October lull that we had to start the season for the first 20 games. The fact that Lomberg, directly after scoring a goal, comes right to the defense of a teammate. The fact that Backlund, Coleman, and Zari line is once again looking like the solution line for any young forward we put there. The fact that Hunter Prstevich is the most stable, reliable defenseman on the team outside of Yan Kuznetsov, 2 graduates from the Wranglers. The fact that Devin Cooley has emerged as a legitimate backup to Dustin Wolf. Like, there are no complaints on my end right now. And here's the best part. No matter what you think this season should look like, no matter if you want to see a top 5 pick at all costs, or whether you want to see where this goes, or whether your playoffs are bust, they're playing great, and it's not being carried by just the people you would expect it to be. And those trades are still going to happen. Rasmus Anderson on After Hours, everything was in the past tense. He's still going to get traded. And that's going to mean other guys leave too. I know that. I am okay with that. I wanted that to start the season too. Regardless of how we started or how it was going. I don't think the trades necessarily sink them. But even if they do, I enjoy this so much more than the slog I was having to sit through to start the season. And I'm not gonna lie, that crazy little voice in the back of my head that I thought was muted for the rest of the season is slowly starting to talk to me about the 2018 St. Louis Blues. That song Gloria is starting to play just quietly in the back of my brain. 'Cause who knows? They're not gonna stay a 700 team. They're not. They can't. But what if they do? Let me know what you thought of the game, what you think of what's going on overall, what you gonna do over Christmas. Are you gonna be watching the World Juniors? I might have some extra content for you there, wink wink. Do all the YouTube things. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And, as always, go Flames.